Alright guys, part 2. Yeah. Did you check your schedule, Ivan? Yes, I double checked my schedule. The place closes at 4:50 on Fridays, so I'll go around 2:50, 3 o'clock to go swimming. I'll have just enough time to do my 4 rounds. It'll be like 4:30 by the time I'm done, 4:40, before the place closes at 4:50. Obviously, so I'll do my 4 rounds today at the pool place. Yeah. My 4 rounds. Yeah. Live, you're serious, yes I am. Today's episode 7, guys. I've now went for a week so far. I've been going every day for a week so far. And it goes by fast. So yeah, this is my 7th day vlogging at the pool place, right? Looking at another very interesting vlog from Ivan Mara. Yeah. And this Sunday I have to clean my room. It's a mess. Will you clean your room this Sunday? I will. I'll make my video in the morning on Sunday around, I don't know, 9 o'clock. Then after I make my video, I'll clean my room. It'll take me a good hour to clean my room. Then after that, I'm gonna bike to the Super C and cash my can so I can get myself a pack of smokes. And I'll watch a show after you guys. And after that, I'm gonna bike to Dinty's, pick up my check around, I don't know, 2:30. No, I'll pick up my check after I swim. Because Dinty's closes at 9. There's no rush. I have to go swimming. They close at 4:50 on weekends. So around, after I clean my room, it's around 2 o'clock around there. I'll watch a bit of my videos, and after that, around 2:50, I'll leave to go swimming, and I'll vlog with you guys. And after I vlog, I'll pick up my Dinty's check. But I can film, after I'm done swimming, straight from swimming, I go pick up my Dinty's check. I can film myself going to Dinty's and picking up my check, obviously. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to film myself going to Dinty's. Yeah. I'll just end the video there, yeah. Get paid. I was supposed to work today. The guy asked me, Ivy, can you work today? I said no. Because I need to work out, man. If I work at Dinty's, I'm only going to be able to do like half my workout. I want to do my full 4 rounds, hence why I declined. I said, no, I don't want to work today. I said, no, I can't. I have more important things in my life than fucking working, right? Dishes, right? Yeah. That's why I said no. Yeah. Yeah. And what else up, man? No, John, you get 10. I'm not paying you 20. So stop being greedy. Yeah. So it will hit Peter Jackson's mind. Yeah, like once I sign all the Zane stars, Peter Jackson knows how much I'm paying everyone, obviously, because he's my executive producer. He's like, holy shit, man, Ivan, your company blows out of the water, man. Like, all the Zane stars signed mega deals, like 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 20 plus million deals. They all signed massive deals, Ivan. They're all getting paid, Ivan, consistently. I know, Peter. Ivan, this is the biggest contract ever for an entire cast. Hollywood can't afford this, Ivan. Yeah. Hollywood cannot afford to pay 12, 13 actors their consistent, like, $15+ million deal. Can't afford that. Yeah. They can afford to pay a few people a lot of money and everyone else gets the peanuts. That's how it works. The only good example is the Avengers movies. I heard for the Avengers movies, a lot of the actors got paid a lot of money. But even their contract is not as big as Zayn's contract in terms of the consistency, the average. It's not bigger than that. Yeah. Obviously. Yeah. Listen, Hollywood, how it usually works is only maybe 2-3 people make the dough and everyone else gets the peanuts because Hollywood, they don't have the kind of budgets me and VJ have for our movies. We have more room to pay the Hollywood actors more money, and our back end money is unlimited. It's in the tens of billions in profits. That's why I can afford to pay the Hollywood actors the rich, consistent contracts for all the stars chosen from my movie. So people say, yeah, your company blows out the water, man. All your actors sign mega deals, I know. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're smart. If you pay them this money, they're going to work really hard for me. Yeah, because they're going to work really hard for you. You're going to get a better movie. I know what I'm doing. They're going to work really hard for you, and you're going to get a better movie. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Peter, think of acting better than your Lord of the Rings actors. Like, the Lord of the Rings actors made nothing and they still worked their ass off for Peter. Well, imagine my movie. I'm paying all these actors their millions. They're going to work really hard for me and they're going to destroy the role. Obviously. Here's a guy, if you think my Lord of the Rings acting was good, think of better acting 2-3 times better than that for your movie because you pay them more money. Yeah, I paid the Hollywood actors more money. I gave them better perks. They're going to work really hard for me and you're looking at a better performance than even Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings actors. Yeah. Sean Astin and Billy Boyd and Donna Madigan and Alana Bloom had an amazing acting performance. John Rhys Davies, and they made nothing for Lord of the Rings. I heard Orlando Bloom made $175,000 for Lord of the Rings. It's a fucking shitty paycheck. He worked his ass off. Billy Boyd, Dominic Mann, and Sean Astin, I heard made $250,000 for Lord of the Rings. I don't know if they made $250,000 per film or they made $250,000 for all 3 movies. I think they made $250,000 for all 3 movies. Yeah, they got a shitty money, man. Obviously. For a Hollywood actor, that's shitty money. But for an average person, $250,000, obviously, that's rich. That's a lot of fucking money. But for a Hollywood celebrity, a big Hollywood celebrity, that's shitty money, obviously. Whereas if you're an average person and you make $250,000, that's very good. Like that's a rich contract. But if you're a big Hollywood celebrity, $250K is shit. You guys see my point here? Yeah, they got nothing. You know, and Elijah Wood I heard made like $750,000 to $1 million. I think Viggo made around a similar amount. He made like his $1 million Viggo too to play Aragorn. Yeah. They made nothing. The only actor who got paid was Ian McKellen. Ian McKellen got his $13 million. Was all the Hollywood actors got shitty money, man, for Lord of the Rings. Elijah Wood made $1 million. That's not bad, but even $1 million is not that great. That's okay. $1 million is okay, but even $1 million is not that great. And they still work hard for Peter. Well, you can only imagine how hard the Zayn's guys are going to work for me because they're getting paid. They got paid so much money, obviously, for the movie. Yeah. Here's a guy, when you're smart, you pay them this money, they're going to work really hard for you. Yeah, Peter, they're going to work hard for you, man. You don't have to worry about them slacking off and complaining about their checks. Because Sean Astin complained about his shitty paycheck when you read the book, right? He complained. Like, why am I only getting paid $2,000? Yeah. And I think Michael Lynn or Bob Shea told Elijah Wood, you have a crappy agent, we could have paid you double. I'm not kidding around, it's in the book. And Peter Jackson stood up for Elijah Wood. Hey man, don't tell an actor that, man. Don't tell an actor that you could have paid him double. That's how you know they're fucking evil, those executives, man. They could have paid the Hollywood actors more money and they paid them shitty money because they're fucking cheap people. Yeah, we could have easily paid you double, Elijah. We could have easily paid you $2 million, but we chose to pay you $1 million because we're greedy pigs. Yeah, they're greedy pigs, all the executives. Could have paid the lawyers actors more money, but they didn't. They paid them shitty money, obviously. Why did they pay him shitty money? Because Bob Shea and Michael Lynn, they took a risk with Lord of the Rings. They took a risk making three movies back to back. They took a huge risk, hence why they paid the actors a low salary, because they took a huge risk with Lord of the Rings. They didn't know it. making Lord of the Rings was very, very risky, obviously, back in the day. Now fantasy movies are not as risky as it was back then, but back then, the fantasy genre in the entertainment industry was not that popular, obviously. So Bob Shea and Michael Lynn, when they invested their, I don't know, $300 million worth of 3 movies of Lord of the Rings, they took a risk. And that's why they paid the Hollywood actors shitty money, obviously. But I'm not kidding around. I think it was Bob Shea or Michael Lynn. In the book, they told Elijah Wood, "You have a crappy agent. We could have paid you double." According to the book, right? Peter told him, "Hey, man, don't tell an actor that, man. He's working for you. Why the fuck would you tell an actor that you could have paid him double? Like, don't tell an actor that." Peter stood up for Elijah Wood. He did, according to the book, right? Am I right, Peter? Yeah, Ivan, you're right. That happened. Yeah, it's in the book. Unless that didn't happen, then the book is wrong. But according to that book that I read, that's what happened, obviously. They told Elijah Wood he has a crappy agent. They could have paid him double. I recommend you guys read that book. It's a very entertaining. You get the whole behind the scenes of what happened, how Peter Jackson got the rights, all that stuff. Yeah, it's an interesting book. I read the whole thing in like 1 week. It's like a 600-page book. I read the whole thing in like 1 week. This book right here. Anything you can imagine. The Makings of Middle-earth by Ian Nathan. Amazing book. You see Peter Jackson there? How long's the book, Ivan? It's about 600 pages, right? Yeah. 570 pages are on there? Yeah, 568 pages. I read the whole thing in like 1 week. It was an interesting book. I binged the whole thing. Interesting book, obviously. Yeah. It was an interesting book. I'll save 2 for my video. Smoke 1 for part 1, smoke 1 for part 2. That's why Peter Jackson will be shocked. Yeah, Peter Jackson will be shocked by the contracts. Because for Lord of the Rings and even The Hobbit, his actors made nothing. And for my movie, all his actors signed mega deals. 20 plus million deals, 15, 16, 17 million deals. He's like, holy shit, man, all your actors signed mega deals, Ivan. Yeah, yes, Peter, and they're going to work. You don't have to worry about the actors slacking off here. They're going to work really hard for you, Ivan. They're going to work hard for me. Yeah, they're going to work really hard for you, Peter. And so the job will be easier for Guillermo del Toro and Peter when they direct the actors. Because I'm paying them a lot of money for the movie, yeah. Yeah. In other words, once all the Hollywood actors sign their contracts, none of them will be pissed off and complain about their salary, their paycheck, their contract. They're all happy. And then once me, Vijay, and Peter sign all the actors now, and they're happy with their contract, they sign the mega deal. Me, Vijay, and Peter would take the stars out to a nice dinner, man. Which is nice, man. After you sign the actors, you take them out to a nice dinner at Boston Pizza. And after that, you party it up. You and Vijay's one in our house. We smoke cigars and everything. Yeah, look at an amazing party. Well, Peter will get drunk at the party. Of course he will. Peter will get drunk with me and get him all Toro at the party. He'll get drunk, obviously. Yeah, he'll get drunk. You see Peter, he's all drunk at the party. Yeah, I'm gonna pull Peter. According to the book, Michael Lynn, Michael Lynn had a party at his $11 million mansion. I think it was Bob Shea's house. I'm not sure. And it was Bob Shea's mansion. Bob Shea owned an $11 million house. They had a party at the house, according to the book. And Michael Lynn pulled Peter aside, and he was crying. He's like, Peter Jackson, I need this. I need this movie to be successful. And Peter's like, don't. He says something like that, right? Peter's like, don't worry about it. And the movie was a hit. Lord of the Rings was a hit. It was successful, obviously. Yeah, they invited some of the cast and some of the crewmen. Peter was there at Bob Shea's $11 million mansion. That's how you know in Hollywood they do have parties in the executive houses. But I told you, the executives in Hollywood, they don't own $1 million houses. They own like 11, 5, 8, $20 million houses. Me and Vijay are going to own a $1 million house, and Peter and all of them are going to party at my house, man. And the Hollywood stars, right? Yeah, it's a nice fucking perk. I might pull Peter aside. I'm like, Peter, man, I need this. I have no worry about, man. Your movie will make money. Peter, it's not about the money. I know my movie will make money. It's about the art, the critical reception. I want this movie to be good. I want it to be better than my book. I have no worry about it, man. We're going to make an amazing movie together. And Peter ends up pulling it off. He makes an amazing movie together. Or Mel Gibson. I'll pull Mel aside. Mel, please, I need this, man. I have no worry about it. I'm going to make an amazing movie. Make an amazing movie together with me and Mel, right? Whoever I choose, right? Yeah. Yeah. Sarah? Yeah. You're looking at a better performance from the Hollywood actors. Because like, yeah, even you're looking because you pay them so much money. I can only imagine, and give them better perks. I can only imagine how hard they're going to work for me. Yeah, because they're going to work their ass off for you. If you thought Andy Serkis' performance for Gollum was good, think of something 3 times after the character of Job. It'll destroy the character of Job the Pothead. Because I paid Andy Serkis. Andy Serkis signed his 20, I don't know, $7 million deal too. He's on a I'm paying him $8 million. I'm giving him like 10.8 million of the royalties. He gets $2 million for the game. He gets like $750,000 for the merch. So 8 plus 10.8. That's 18.8. He gets 5 million speaking. That's 23. He gets 2 million for the game. That's 25. 750. Yeah, Andy Serkis signed like a 27 million deal. Similar deal to John Boyega signed like a 26. Andy Serkis signed like a 27 million deal, man. You see what I'm saying? How all the actors signed mega deals? They all signed mega deals. And that's why for Lord of the Rings, he only got paid $1 million to play Gollum, right? Yeah, Andy Serkis also got paid a lot of money too. He got $1 million too to play Gollum. He got $1 million for Lord of the Rings, and he worked his ass off. Well, I'm paying him $27 million. He'll work harder for me than he even did for Gollum. I'm like, Andy, I want you to destroy the role of Job. Even I want a better performance, even your Gollum form. Yeah, don't worry about it. He destroys the role of Job the Pothead. You're gonna see Andy Serkis. He's high all the time. He has that laugh. You know that Gollum laugh? Yeah. He's high all the time. Yeah, you're looking at an amazing movie. Yeah. Here's Ivan. Andy Serkis is perfect Job. I know. He was born to play Job. Andy Serkis. Yeah. I can picture Andy Serkis as Joe Ivan. He chose the right cast. I know I chose the right cast. Yeah, Andy Serkis is good for Joe Ivan. Yeah, I know, Peter. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna get my coffee, guys. In a sec. Almost an hour. 20 minutes left. I'm done here. Will Peter Jackson push for more money? Yeah, he will. Once I offer him $850 million, he might. Again, I played in like three of that. I'm like, no, Peter, I'm not going any higher than $850 million for you. You're not worth any more than this, man. You may be big, Peter, but you're too compared to EPJ. Ivan, it's nothing, man. You're gonna make your tens of billions of dollars. I'm like, Peter, I'm not gonna pay you a $2 billion deal. You're fucking crazy, man. A 1.82 million deal, you're not worth that. 1.6 is good enough for you, man. Stop being greedy. You don't make this in Hollywood. This is more than what you made for The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. It's more than what you made for those movies, Peter. You're just being greedy. Yeah, it's a deal, Ivan. That's a lot of money. Yeah, you're walking with like $800 something in your bank, Peter. But because he's greedy, he now wants $1 billion in his bank, Peter. He's greedy. Peter, $800 million in your bank for 5 years of work is enough money. I'm not paying you more money. This is more than what you made for Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. All right, that's not money for me. I'm just messing with you, man. That's a lot of gold, all right. Okay, a lot of gold. He's like, sign me up, Ivan. It's a deal. Yeah, you can sign that contract. Yeah. I think I get that's like $10 million the speaking. I'm like, no, Peter, you get an equal amount with the actors. I'm not paying you more money for the speaking. Stop being greedy, Peter. From Sarah. Yeah. So it's Asian money like hockey. Yeah, what about $400 million for the game and $400 million for the merch, and like $1.3 billion for the film profits? I'm like, no. Peter gets $200 million for the merch, $250 million for the game, and his $850 million for the film profits, and his $85 million base, which is $100 million in his New Zealand money. I what about $200? Like, no, Peter, you get your 85 Canadian, which is 100, like 5 million euros of money for your base. I'm not paying you more than $100 million, Peter. Stop being greedy. You don't make this now. For Lord of the Rings, you made 10, and for The Hobbit, you made like your 20. I'm paying you 100 million euros of money for 4 years of work. That's a lot of money for you. Yeah, that's a lot of money for me. I don't make this out. Yeah, sign me up, Ivan. Yeah, $100 million base figure is good enough, man. For his base, that's enough money for him. He gets the perks too. He also gets his promo money, his $500,000 promo money for the first 2 years, and he gets a nice perk. So he'll be staying in a luxury hotel suite the first year with Fran and Guillermo del Toro and Barry Osborne and George and all them, George Lucas and all them. It's a good deal for Peter. So I'm sorry. Yeah, and Guillermo del Toro. Obviously, Peter will be staying in a luxury hotel suite for the first year in Vancouver with Guillermo del Toro and all them, and Fran and Barry Osborne. You know what I'm saying? Alan Lee and John Howe. Yeah, my console artist. Yeah, it's a good deal for Peter. He gets limo services too. Peter Jackson gets 24-hour limo services every day. The limo driver takes him to my property. They take Peter and all them back home. When Peter wants to go see a movie on theaters or go to the bar, the limo driver will take them to wherever they want to go. He gets full transportation services. First year with Fran all around. It's a nice perk. And he gets a luxury buffet first year. I'll have the team book a VIP buffet restaurant for Peter and all them where they can eat the breakfast. You can have them eat in the hotel. Most luxury hotels have breakfast services. I'll either have Peter and all them go downstairs and eat breakfast downstairs, or I'll have room service for them for breakfast. Whereas for lunch, the limo driver and dinner, the limo driver will take them to the buffet restaurant in Vancouver, and they have all you can eat food for their lunch and their dinner. They have this like VIP pass, and they have VIP table for them. My team have to make the calls for that. Yeah. Hence, Peter, I gave Peter a good deal, right? You get paid this money, Peter. You also get the perks for the movie. Nice perks, obviously. Staying in a luxury hotel suite, that's fucking nice. I can easily afford it. I have a $3 million budget. It's all pocket change. I can easily afford it. Yeah. So I'm sorry. Ivan, how Thomas will come to be? Okay, you guys know the movie Sing 2? Sing 2, obviously, right? When they went to that guy's, that guy owned that theater company, and they had the suites and everything. Yeah, think of some of that from my company. You had the secretaries, you know, I'm saying, hello, this is entertainment. How may I help you? Yeah, think of that from my company. I'm gonna have a high-end company like that, man. A beautiful luxury office. Yeah, and the actors and them stay in the suites and everything, hotel suites in Vancouver. Limo services, yeah, man. I'm having an amazing company. Here's man. Your company goes out of water. Hollywood doesn't offer these perks. I know. That's why my company goes out of water. That's why Peter Jackson will beg. I do next week. I'm like, no, Peter. Mel Gibson will beg. I do next week. I'm like, no, Peter. You're not good for. No, Mel. You're not good for the Great Escape. Sorry. Or if I choose right. Yeah. What time do we go to the pool place? They close at 4:50 today, so I'll go around 3. 2:50 around and I'll leave. Yeah. My battery's still full, so I have enough juice to go there in the back house. Yeah, it's only a 4-minute bike ride, as you guys now know, right? You guys not familiar with the scenery? Yeah, we're familiar with the scenery. Yeah, it's like a 4-minute bike ride. It's not far at all. That's why everything's convenient for me. Yeah, everything's convenient for you. Yeah, even my work. Denty's is only like a 10-minute bike ride. My neighbor does my hair. She lives next door. Right next door. You guys saw the house right next to my house. Yeah, that's where she lives. My neighbor, she's my next door neighbor. She does my hair. I text her, yeah, I'm coming, and it takes her like, what, 30 seconds just to go to my house. Yeah, my next door neighbor does my hair. She's a Jamaican chick. Yeah. Her sister is married to one of the guys who I went to Darcy with. They have a kid together. Yeah. She's Jamaican. Her sister is married to one of the guys who I went to Darcy with. And the guy who I went to Darcy with, my neighbor obviously who lives right next door, he works at a mechanic shop place. And one of the guys I believe who I went to Darcy with, I hung out with him a lot when I was a kid. He owns that place. And I heard that place is doing like $1.3 million in revenue or something like that. And he's obviously making a lot of money. Like maybe it's $200,000 a year. He's successful, yeah. Even though some of these guys are successful, they're not going to be me, right? I'm going to be multi-billionaire. I don't hate you know what I'm saying. Yeah, me and BJ will be multi-billionaires. I'm fucking king, man. Yeah, multi-billionaire. You know, Ivan's the most successful guy at Darcy. Yes, I am. Me and my 2 stepbrothers are the most successful people at Darcy. But my 2 stepbrothers doesn't really count because they're born into the gatekeeper rich family, and their wealth was passed on to them. Whereas Ivan is actually a self-made billionaire, man. I wrote my own book. I mean, yeah, Ivan's the most successful out of all of us in Darcy. Yeah, Ivan will be the most successful guy in Darcy. I'm going to be king, multi-billionaire. Nobody at Darcy is going to be a multi-billionaire. Some of them may make their 200, 300, 400. They may be successful, make maybe $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a year, maybe in the future. But none of them are going to be me. Obviously, I know one guy at Darcy who was friends with my old stepbrother. He became a millionaire. He started his own computer company and he sold it for millions of dollars. But even that guy is not going to be me. He's not going to be a multi-billionaire like me. So I'm saying none of the guys at Darcy are going to be me. None of them are going to be me. Yeah. And that's why I'm so shocked that all these guys have the balls to brag how rich all these guys were. When the whole time I'm much bigger than all these guys. These guys are all like, they're all puny compared to me. Yeah. Obviously. So your best friend, yeah, my best friend in high school used to always brag how rich his father was. Yeah, my father owns a golf course. He's rich. His father probably made maybe $250,000, $300,000 a year, maybe $400,000 a year. He made. The guy had a nice house. He had like a $750,000 house in Elmer. Nice fucking house. I went to his house one time. He has a fucking nice house, and his dad owned like nice fucking cars too and everything. He used to brag, yeah, my dad's fucking rich, man. He owned the golf course and everything. And the whole time, that guy is puking around me. I'm fucking God, and I have the keys, and I'm going to be multi-billionaire. Yeah, we can brag all we want. The reason why they bragged me, because back then they knew I was lost. Yeah, Ivan has no idea how powerful he is, how rich he is, how he can make his easy money. He has no idea he has the keys, now he's God. You know what I'm saying? But they knew, yeah, we can brag all we want to Ivan. Ivan is much bigger than all of us, man. Like, he's not even supposed to be living this life. Yeah, I'm not supposed to be living the life with the average people, man. I was supposed to be living this celebrity life with VJ, but with the families, with the gatekeepers, the families betrayed me and VJ. Yeah. Ivan's not supposed to live in the guild. I'm not supposed to be hanging out with these average people. I'm supposed to be hanging out with the celebrities, man. When I'm king, I'm no longer be hanging out with average people. I'll be hanging out with celebrities. Like, my 17 will be Hollywood people. The Hollywood actors are all celebrities. You know what I'm saying? Eric Rezahaki are average people, but they'll now become famous chefs, obviously, because they're working for my company, obviously. They're no longer really average people. They're now like celebrity chefs. Eric Rezahaki, right? Yeah. And they're rich too. They're making their $300,000 a year. Yeah. They're part of the 1%, the upper class now, right? Yeah. I remember my other best friend, he used to always brag how rich his cousin was. I'm like, holy shit, man, your cousin's rich. Yeah, my cousin's fucking rich. Yet the whole time, I'm fucking God. I have the keys. His cousin's puny compared to me, man. I'm way richer than those guys. Yeah, man. Yeah, we can brag all we want how rich all these guys are. Like we're nothing about Ivan. Ivan has the keys. He's the son of God, man. He's the most powerful man. Yeah, the most powerful man in the world, man. Yeah, me and VJ are the most powerful people in the world. I'm the most powerful. VJ is second, obviously, because VJ is a bit smaller than me because she's not God. She's not the son of God. A king is bigger than a queen. VJ is almost as powerful as me, but I'm a little bit more powerful than her. I'm a little bit bigger than VJ. Don't hate me, Joseph. But VJ is the second most powerful person in the world after me, right? Yeah, me and VJ are the two most powerful people in the world. We have the keys to the kingdom, yeah. Some Sarah. I remember my other good friend. Before I go to get my coffee, I remember my other good friend. He was an electrician, obviously. I saw him at Coco Fruity a few times. I said hi to him a few times. He used to brag how rich that McEwen's owner was. Yeah, the guy who owns McEwen's, he's fucking rich. He makes like $300,000, $400,000 a year. He has like a nice like $7,000 house with under a pool. He's fucking rich, Ivan. He used to brag how rich he was. He even told me one time, yeah, had my father not had kids, he'd be a millionaire by now. I'm like, holy shit, yeah, he'd be a millionaire by now, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time I was hanging out with him. He was bragging about how much money you could make doing trades. Easy money, you know what I'm saying? He's bragging, I'm like, holy shit. Because back then I was lost. I didn't know I was special, man. And all these guys had the balls to brag how rich all these guys are. And these guys are all small and puny for me, man. I'm way bigger than all these guys. I'm going to be king, a multi-billionaire, man. And they used to brag how these guys make $400K, $1 million, all that stuff. I'm going to be a multi-billionaire. I'm going to be fucking rich. Richer than all these guys by a milestone. Yeah, man. Crazy story. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we can brag all we want, Ivan, how rich all these guys are. We're all small compared to you. Yeah, man. I'm not just living an average life. The family just betrayed me, man. That's why I'm poor. And they opened the door for me, I'd be a multi-billionaire, man. With VJ, man, I'd be a multi-billionaire rich, man. You know, Ivan has the keys. He's special. He's the son of God. He's going to be king and a multi-billionaire with VJ when VJ's queen with him. Yeah, I'm going to be king, a multi-billionaire with VJ. I'm going to be owning my $1 billion house, man. Like, with my own private jet, my own big film studio. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying all the famous people their salaries. Yeah, I'm paying all the famous people their salaries. Yeah, man. Their fucking salaries, all the famous people. That's how boss we usually are. We're gonna be boss, yeah, man. You know, Ivan's so boss that he's even paying the Hollywood actors their salary. Yeah, I'm paying the Hollywood actors their fucking salary, man. You know what I'm saying? And feeding them and giving them the perks. I'm paying the Hollywood actors their fucking contracts. That's how boss I am. Yeah. I'm paying the famous their salaries, man, their contracts, their movie contracts, yeah. And the head chefs, their rich contracts, yeah. That's how bossy I am, yeah, man. Give me a second, I'm gonna go upstairs and get my coffee. I'm almost done here, guys. I'll talk for good maybe 7 minutes, I'm done. I'm gonna go upstairs and get my coffee, guys. Don't hang, Sam. Hope you guys enjoy this show. You guys will see me in my vlog, my episode 7 vlog, right? guys, I'm back. Sorry for that money, man. I have to make my coffee. Alright, do you like coffee? Yes, I love coffee. I'm gonna have my own coffee maker for my team, my Hollywood 7 team, tea for Peter, or coffee for Mel Gibson over at Shoes here. Yakkers also get access to coffee when they sign the contracts. The senators will have, okay, sit in the couch, there's coffee there, help yourselves, there's cream. You guys can have a coffee while you wait. Yeah, man, holy shit, man, this guy's just top notch. Yeah, it's bread in Hollywood. I'm gonna own an amazing company, man. Yeah, man. We're in Hollywood. Yeah, will you have magazines? No. Nowadays, people don't look at magazines, they have their phone. I'm gonna have Wi-Fi in my building so the actors can look at news and all that stuff on. They'll be looking at the trends probably while they're about to sign their contracts. They're looking at the trends on their phone, yeah. Because me and VJ will be trending every day with hundreds of videos and pictures on X. It's crazy, man. Yeah, the number one trending thing every day, right? Every day you see like hundreds of videos and pictures trending of I and VJ. It's crazy, man. Yeah. Wherever you go, people take out phones. They take videos and pictures of us. It's crazy, man. Constant trends, yeah. Constant trends. Yeah. Yeah, we bragged because we knew you were lost, but man, we can brag all we want, man. We're not you. Yeah, like all these rich people who I knew in my life are not me, man. Like they're all puny and small compared to me, man. I'm way bigger than all those guys. They're all average people. Yeah, living the average life. I'm not supposed to be living the average life in Alberta, Quebec. I'm supposed to be a multi-billionaire with VJ, but the families betrayed me. That's why I'm poor, because the families lock the doors on me and they betrayed me. But that's why I came in with the keys. And I wrote my master's thesis saying, and those billions is for me and VJ. You're not touching it. You're not touching my money. There you go. Yeah, that's why the families are so desperate. They start threatening me with death because they don't want me having that power control with VJ and being a multi-billionaire. But even then, I still say, no, I'm not selling you, man. I know it's a trap. My wife is garbage and trash, and you're going to destroy my life and steal my money. I'm not selling to you, man. I'd rather wake up and have you do my man. No way. I'm meant to win the game, not you. I'm sorry. Yeah. Ivan, will your pool be as big as that place? Not that big. That's a bit too big, but it'll be a big pool though. It'll be maybe 3/4 of that size. It's a big Olympic pool, but not that big. That's too big. It'll be a big I want it to be like an Olympic pool, right? Like the shallow end's like 4 feet. The deep end is like 15 feet deep. There's a deep end, and that pool is like 14, 15 feet deep. The deep end in the Olympic pool, and the shallow end is like 4 feet, right? 3.5 feet, 4 feet, whatever it is. Yeah. And the other side is for the kids. It's shallow, and obviously, as you guys saw, right? Yeah. Yeah. Before I shut this camera here, I'm going to talk about the agents, Ivan. Beware of the greedy Hollywood actors' agents in Hollywood. Trust me, Ivan, beware of them. They're going to push for more money, but you got to be sure to say no, man. Like Keanu Reeves, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Will Smith, and Dwayne Johnson in that movie, man. Their agents are going to be greedy, and they're going to push more money on me. Look, man, I'm not paying you guys more money, man. You rip me off. Keanu Reeves' agent guys, Ivan, might push for $200 million, Ivan. $250 million for Keanu Reeves. I'm like, no, I'm not paying that. He's not worth that. Ivan, he's big. I'm like, look, man, he may be big in Hollywood, but my movie's not the main event, man. He'll make that movie better. He'll build a bit more buzz, but I'm not going to pay Keanu Reeves $250 million of the film profits. He's not worth that. He gets his 135 million around there. That's good enough for him, and his 47 million base with his bonus. And pay him 12 million for the game. You can give him 10 million for the merchandise profits. Ivan, what about 12 million for the game and $50 million of the royalties? I'm like, no. Keanu Reeves I'm not going to overpay Keanu Reeves and sign him like a 280, 320 deal. He's not worth that. He gets his 12, and that's it for the game. I'm not giving royalties for the game. I'm already paying him enough. He doesn't make this in Hollywood. It's a deal, Ivan. Yeah. Keanu Reeves sound like a $250 million deal. Yeah, but Ivan, what about the rates? Well, even with the rates, Keanu Reeves is still making out his $152 million in his American money. That's a lot of money for Keanu Reeves. He doesn't make that money. He's still walking away with like $80 million in his bank after taxes, Keanu Reeves, right? He's $80 million richer. That's a fucking massive deal. He's $80 million richer. Will Smith is $80 million richer. As Will Smith, I'm going to sign him to like the Keanu Reeves deal. Will, making $80 million after taxes is a lot of money. You don't make that in Hollywood. Yeah, I don't make that in Hollywood. Yeah, $80 million richer. Yeah, even though $80 million after taxes is a lot of money, and my agent's cuts a lot of money, Ivan, it's not the tens of millions you're making. Yes, guys, there's a reason why me and you make way more than you, because we're the boss and we're much bigger than you guys now. We're fucking God. That's why we make way more than the actors. So I'm saying. That's like me being your fucking boss. But he's like, yeah, even though we signed like Keanu Reeves to a $200 deal, even his contract is pocket. Yeah, it's pocket G's, man. As me and are gonna make, I don't know, $16 billion off the Great Escape movie alone. That doesn't include the game. It doesn't include the merchandise. Yeah, we're making way more than all the actors. That's why VJ doesn't hurt to pay them a lot of money the way they get paid. Yeah, I mean, let's pay them a lot of money. Yeah, pay them a lot of money. That way they get paid, honestly. Considering me and you, VJ, are making our tens of millions, make sure the Hollywood actors get paid. But if their agents get greedy, I'm not going to overpay them and have them do me, man. Because they might tell me, Ivan, it's nothing. $50 million for Keanu Reeves for the game royalties is nothing, Ivan. It's pocket change. That's not the point, man. The point is he's not worth that, man. I'm not going to overpay Keanu Reeves and sign him like a $280, $300 deal. He's not worth. He's ripped me off. $250 million, whatever it is good enough for Keanu Reeves. I'm not going to overpay him and have him do me, man. Will Smith, too. $250 million for him is good enough for Will Smith. I'm not going to overpay him and have him do me. And I'm not paying Dwayne Johnson any more than $300 million, $300 million of the film profits. He's not getting $400, $500. He's not worth that. He gets his $300 million, Dwayne Johnson. That's a good enough deal for him. You know what I offer, Dwayne? Go back to Hollywood and make less money. It's a deal, I mean. I don't even make it Hollywood. Yeah, he's like, holy shit, man, a $400 million deal for the hit movie. He's like, holy shit. That's a huge deal. Yeah, Dwayne, you signed a $400 million deal. It's a huge deal for you. Sign me up, Ivan. Man, you're honey bulls, how There's like, oh, in perks. Yeah, Dwayne Johnson gets the perks. He gets the perks too, yeah. For the hit of movie. But I don't know who I'm going to choose, man. I'm going to have Will Smith compete with Dwayne Johnson, right? Who you choose? I don't know. Somebody tells me I might go for Will Smith. Or I might choose Dwayne Johnson over Will. Will's a better actor than Dwayne Johnson, but Dwayne Johnson, you can argue, is more iconic because he steals the show in his movies. But Will Smith also steals the shows in his movies too, obviously. So they have to compete for the job. For the captain on the boat. But Dwayne Johnson's really good because he's a muscle guy, right? It'd be cool to have a captain on the boat be a muscle guy. But Will Smith is also good for the captain on the boat. Look at a sick movie for that, man. Him, that movie? Yeah. So, Ivan, they can't take offers in Hollywood? No. Unless you're already locked on to a movie, then I have to find a way to make it work the schedule. But once you sign your Sky Source movie contract, it's an exclusive contract. You cannot take offers in Hollywood because I need you guys focused. I don't want you guys being distracted and stressed out having to work in Hollywood and then flying to Vancouver and working on the movie. You're going to be stressed out. You have to be exclusively working on my movie. I'll pay you guys enough money, more than what Hollywood ever pay you. This is enough money for you to decline the offers. So I'm saying. Before I show this camera, hence why all the Zaynus stars or agents are going to tell them, yeah, right now hold off on Hollywood offers. Ivan's injured you guys. You guys would rather work on Ivan's Sky Source Zaynus than work on Hollywood. Ivan's willing to pay you more money than Hollywood can offer you. Avon Joy's agent, Janelle Monáe's agent, Edge Alba's agent are going to tell them, yeah, hold out. Ivan's starting Sky Source Entertainment with George Lucas. George Lucas is helping him, VJ, start Sky Source Entertainment. Once the movie's greenlit, don't worry, guys, we're going to call their office. We're going to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You'd rather work for Ivan's company than working for Ivan can pay you easily way more money, yeah. Pay the whole actors more money. That's why Sky Source blah, blah, blah. Anyways, guys, here's where I hope you guys enjoy the show. Stay tuned for my vlog, episode 7 at the pool places. I remember I'm signing out. Peace, guys. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Peace out. Don't hate him, son. Peace.